Well, I'm doing it again. Oh my goodness. Cheers. Leftover from last night. I put my Saturn rock, beautiful round spherical rock that looks a lot like Saturn and fits perfectly as a cap to keep the alcohol from evaporating overnight when I choose not to finish whatever's in my glass. So I have that freedom. And so far, I still resist drinking from it after I've slept. So it's the next day until 9 p.m. I think I occasionally might, but you know. It's all an ego effort to convince myself that I'm not an alcoholic. But actually, I drink about one shot a day. So sometimes 1.5, sometimes even 2. Sometimes none. Anyhow. A little while ago, enjoyed tremendously about a half-hour telephone conversation with a young woman that I'm sort of in love with. I definitely love her, but I'm not sure what it is to be in love with someone. Although I have a number of definitions, which I will probably spout out just for the fun of it. What love is. In any case, I had a lovely time. There's love in that. And it's partly speaking with someone that I care about and that cares about me. Wow, me. little old me. And someone who also understands my native tongue, more or less fluently, and speaks it. So that was a high point, and she remarked how happy I sounded, and indeed, I was. I was really enjoying that. So before calling her, I had been contemplating my possibly paradoxical position, my situation in life at the moment. On the one hand, outside of taking my pills twice a day and the universal terrestrial animal requirements of breathing, drinking, eating, sleeping, perhaps. And defecating and peeing. I used the D word so that I wouldn't have to bleep out the S word. Anyway, so the paradoxical position that I find myself in is this total freedom, apart from whatever physical restrictions there are, but my time is absolutely my own. I may be wasting all of it, but it's definitely my own. And there's that. Am I wasting my time? Is it important somehow to accomplish something? Must I matter? Must some imprint of my presence on earth persist in the shaping somehow or another of matter, even if it's just dendrites in other people's minds or something? Be a meme source, whatever. I don't know. Does it matter that I don't really matter? The only way in which we matter, I would say, is through love. And what is love? Well, one of my favorite definitions is there's no such thing as love, only loving actions. Now, what's a loving action? An action that at least is intended and hopefully really to the advantage of another, at a disadvantage to oneself. In other words, giving up something and giving it over. That's a loving action. And if there's no such thing as love, only loving actions, then to love yourself is an oxymoron. And frankly, I think it is. Of course, it's possible to hate yourself, I guess, and that's not nice. Oh my goodness, 7 minutes of this. In any case, I really enjoyed my telephone chat. A few days ago, it happened to me, another one happened with another woman. This is not a young woman. This is an older woman. In any case, an hour and 19 minutes, and practically entirely in meiner Muttersprache. Was lovely. So today was, had a lovely, I think 33 minutes in it. Not bad. And even speaking about it recalls some of its effect, or affect, in any case. I'm just wondering if there's anything serious that can be said in this little slice of my life. If there's anything serious that can be said, one other definition is to love is to be the space in which another shows up as, in my case especially, she is and as she isn't. That space, to be that space, is to love. And the space in which everything happens could be seen as universal love. It shows what it sees. It is the space in which our life occurs. In any case, and all the world around us, of course. It does not in itself exist. Well, existence is a funny thing. Very funny. Because the only world we know is a simulation in which objects exist. Objects stand out from the background. Without us experiencing it, they wouldn't. Out there, well, what we see is our best guess as to what's out there, even if we have to look with microscopes and telescopes and God knows what. And of course, our facility at discriminating and determining what's out there, getting a best guess, whether that's a tiger or wind blowing the leaves. We don't have much of that in our life anymore, so we need entertainment. And each other. I mean, each other can entertain each other, so. Wow, 11 minutes. I hope this is entertaining. That would be very nice. Yeah. It's not planned. It's not planned, whatever. Yes. It's now 11:15, and this is half of what I had left over from last night. You can see that I just rushed to swallow it down, right? And I have a cigarette prepared even after the last one. I have lighters galore, especially this kind, this color, and so forth, which I get as a premium when I buy 8 packages of €8 each Gauloise's Blau cigarettes. The XL package for €8. The cigarettes are very slightly cheaper in an €8 package, each one, than in a 7 or a 6. So, it's more economical. And I get a free lighter, and at one of the stores, and now the one that I always buy from, they have these very nice electronic, as they call them, lighters, and a pretty color too, which they give as a premium. I used to worry about having to buy a lighter. Things were, kind of declining, and I didn't have any input. Now I have an input, and it's like, as long as this keeps working out, I will never run out of decent lighters. I mean, by decent, I mean, I don't even have an example. I mean that they have just a push button and not a sparky wheel. Okay? The sparky wheel ones are ruled out. Those are a little cheaper, and a different store gives those as a premium. So that's part of why, one of the causative reasons for my free will to choose the one that gives lighters that I approve of. So. Also, that place is close enough to walk to. I mean, the other one is too, but 2 or 3 times as far away. More appropriate to drive or take the bus. In any case. The paradox which I started to talk about, is being within the constraints considered totally free and totally useless. I'm not doing anything for anyone other than the things that I do for myself, like cooking and eating, buying, sometimes luxuries like swordfish, and apparently some form of yellowtail, Gelbschwanz mackerel or something, which might actually be hamachi or related. I don't know. In any case, swordfish and tuna sashimi, a whole mess of it, like 100 or 200 grams, I think. I ate it over 2 days, but €30 for fish. Is that a? That's like, well, like €35 for a bottle of Highland Park instead of a bottle of McIntyre at $6.99. In any case, I still like the McIntyre. And the other remains a relatively rare and occasional treat. Wow, this is going on still at 17 minutes without getting a low battery. I think I'm going to stop. If anybody is still watching, thanks for watching. And maybe someday I'll see you. Who knows? Anyway, namaste. I want to look and see how I look when I see that, when I say that. Okay, namaste.